And the way that I interpret it will always come back to, where am I seeing it from? And if I am seeing the world, or my world, if you will, from the standpoint that I am Fred Davis and I stand apart and I'm an individual, and I know how things should go and all this and that and the other, it is gonna suck out loud every single day. It's gonna torture me.
Right.
I can begin to recognize. See, in non-duality, there's a saying that, you are not the body, or the body is not you. We learned that very, very early on. And then we ignore it for the rest of our lives. That's a good pointer. I'm so glad I got that pointer. I'm going to put it in the rest with my other pointers in my collection. It's just get it. You are not the body. Whatever happens to the body counts, and your experience counts. And I feel sorry for you in regard to your experience. But I'm not going to, but I won't feel sorry as long as there's, if there's no motivation to get off of the pity pot, and you're here. So I already know you're not in agreement with, in other words, you're about a solution. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Some people just want to grumble.
Well,
and they would rather be right than free. And being right would be, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. She ought not have done that. They ought not to have done that. Why would anybody treat me that way? I'm a nice guy. I wasn't a nice guy. So life is not fair. Mm-hmm. And you know what I say to that? And you may say, well, no, that's a bitter pill. But for me, it's thank God. Man, if life was fair, I wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming to see that what happened is, we can only view it now as having been inevitable. How do we know? Because it did happen.
Yeah.
So, and we could say that this moment, this is the inevitable flowering. Mm-hmm. Now that we know that it's the inevitable, whose inevitable experience is it? And if it's going to be Brad's, you're going to suffer. If you can come to see this through the eyes of awakeness, and you can come to see it through the eyes of awakeness, many of these people do. You come to see from the position of, instead of the Brad position, the position of no position, that's awakeness. So this is, but there's no one to say that it should be otherwise. There's, from awakeness is just brutally honest. And we have to be equally brutally honest if we're going to be happy. And we're not being honest when we're thinking this shouldn't be. Because the only question you can go to is it? Right? Compare your feelings with reality and see which holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in. So this alternative view of what your life should have been like the last 2 years and what it should be like now, that's an argument with God. And you will lose it. Learning to be okay with not being okay.
Yeah.
It will serve you very, very well.